This is the tale of medieval India and the rise of the imperial power, which, after 2 centuries of rule, will finally fall and go down as one of the most powerful dynasty to ever rule the subcontinent. This are the Gurjara-Pratiharas of India. Welcome back to the series of The Rise of an Imperial Power. In previous video, we saw Nagabhata I and how he defeated campaigns of the Abbasid Caliphate. After Nagabhata, the prominent Gujar king was Nagabhata II, who defeated the Pala king and aggressively expanded his empire. However, the reign of his son Ramabhadra saw the empire shrunk in size. Many of the crucial parts of the empire were lost to Pala and Rashtrakuta kingdom. After Ramabhadra came the most famous Gujar emperor, Mihir Bhoj. He was the son of Ramabhadra. Mihir Bhoj ruled for 50 years, and during his reign, the empire reached its peak of power and prosperity. At its height, Bhoj's empire extended to Narmada River in the south, Sutlej River in the northwest, and up to Bengal in the east. Kannauj was the permanent capital during his reign. The empire flourished in science, arts, culture, architecture, construction, literature, dance, agriculture, business and military organization. The empire was so rich and prosperous, that the merchant traders that came from China and Syria called it the Golden Bird. Then on, the name, Golden Bird, became synonym with India, due to its abundant raw materials and availability of precious stones. Crime and robbery were not present in Bhoj's empire. Many temples and sculptures were built by him, like the famous Tilli Ka Mandir in Gwalior. Mihir Bhoj was one of the most powerful emperor on the planet during his rule. He defeated Krishna II of the Great, Rashtrakuta kingdom. He was the first Gujar king to do so. He aggressively expanded his empire by defeating the Pala king Narayanpala. But, by far his famous victory was when he crushed the king of Sind under the Abbasid Caliphate. The Arab had a formidable army in Sind, but the sheer size and strength of the Gujar army was way too much to resist. The 3-year hard-fought campaign of the Arab army to take Sind was crushed by the Gujar army within months. Sind was vassalized under the Pratihara Empire, and the Arabs were again defeated in their Indian campaign. The Gujar kings were very aggressive towards their Arab foes. As the Arab chronicler Sulayman states, the king of Gujara maintains a large army, he is unfriendly towards the Arab, and, by far the biggest enemy of Islam. Mihir Bhoj ruled for 50 years, and expanded his empire to its greatest extent. He used silver, bronze coins in his empire, and created a complex economic system. But, by the end of his reign, the empire was so big, that many factions were created within the empire. This internal rift will lead to the slow decline of once great empire. Not much is known about the late Gujar kings, like Mahendrapala I and Bhoja II. According to the Siadoni inscription, Mahendrapala I retained the empire transmitted to him by his father, Mihir Bhoj, and also added some part of Bengal by defeating Palas. He ruled for 25 years and the throne was passed to Bhoja II. Bhoja II had a short reign of just 3 years. The Gurjara-Pratiharas went on to rule for more 2 centuries. But, during the reign of Mahipala I, the ever-weakening empire got a blow when Krishna III of Rashtrakuta kingdom sacked Kannauj city. Many of the smaller vassal states formed their own kingdom. The last prominent Gujar king, Rajapala I, was driven away from Kannauj by Muhammad Ghori, and with him ended the once powerful dynasty that ruled the Indian subcontinent. The legacy created by Gurjara-Pratihara speaks of India's great martial valor, the rich history and culture that the subcontinent has to offer. This were the Gurjara-Pratihara of India. The creator has spent ample amount of time making this video. Your like and subscribe will be appreciated and keep me motivated for more videos in future. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.